At time of recording, conservative media is having a come to Jesus moment because they allowed themselves to be fooled by 5 to 6 individuals who promised that they were starting an organization or a media-led company that was supposed to fight back against all things cancel culture and woke, but seemingly didn't follow that protocol because they canceled their diversity hire. And while you can be on the side of the Daily Wire or on the side of Candace, I think that there's an important conversation a lot of you are missing as it regards to Candace Owens. And it's that she is anti-black and she's spoken all these negative things about black people and black organizations and all things black power, and therefore she should not be allowed to speak on anybody's platform because a bunch of people's feelings could get hurt.
I usually really don't like to say too much about black outlets or black media outlets when I see them doing problematic because I really try to give grace to the black people on these outlets who feel pushed and pulled in different directions by corporate interests and yada, yada, yada. And so I don't be trying to say nothing too much when I see all these black outlets rolling out these right-wing nut jobs and pundits and shit. But these bringing out Candace Owens should be ashamed of their fucking selves. Candace Owens is an entire white supremacist, and worse than that, she's a fucking grifter because she doesn't believe the shit she says. This is a woman who wanted to be on the left, and when that didn't work for her, she pivoted right, married a white man, and then spends all of her fucking time blaming black people for every tragedy that happens. Look this woman up. Look at what this woman has had to say about George Floyd, about Ahmaud Arbery, about Breonna Taylor. This is a fucking Klan member. And during election season, this is who you see your black outlets rolling out. It's a damn shame. It was the worst part. The only reason she's even bothering to go on this little press tour on all these black outlets is because the Daily Wire has dropped her ass. That's why. Because her right-wing money is starting to dry up just a little bit. Her relationships are being strained. And that's the only reason she bothered to fucking roll her ass on over there to act like she give a fuck about. What I hate is a bunch of black outlets and black media personalities who have audiences, black audiences and community who trust them. That's who the fuck they trotting out for. Like, what does it say?
You can't be somebody so brain dead that you want to exclude conversation just because it's something you don't like. Around here, we take in all types of conversation that makes no fucking sense, and we make fun of it, we laugh at it, we profit off of it, and we debunk it if it needs to be. Because for some reason, having conversation is lost on a lot of these political influencers who want to sit there and just screech about how they're right, and they just want to sit in their little discords and have a bunch of people who just agree with them 24/7 while they jerk it to horse porn. And when they get caught with that, they seemingly think this is somehow going to affect the presidential election in any fucking capacity. If you are somebody who is staunchly agreeing with one thing, and then there's someone who comes out of nowhere and says a bunch of things that are the opposite of what you think about and what you agree with, and you get mad about it, and you run around saying, how come this person is going on all these mainstream podcasts, and how dare you sit there and have that person on these mainstream podcasts? Why are you bringing them up on these mainstream podcasts? You are letting me know you are not somebody who anyone should be talking to in regards to any real world issue, because you're sitting there whining, bitching, moaning, groaning, and bitching again about how you want to be in that spot, but you can't get there because you fucking suck.
So you trying to tell me that all Candace Owens had to do is show up for an interview on The Breakfast Club and sing the theme song for The Fresh Prince for her to be invited back to the cookout? Mind you, this is the same woman who said fuck BLM and that George Floyd is not a martyr when nobody even called him that. We just said that he doesn't deserve to die. We don't care about his past. It ain't about where he was or where the fuck he was doing. It's about the fact that that black man deserved to live. She keeps repeating the same rehearsed talking points. Are you better off than you were 4 years ago under Donald Trump? Absolutely. I'm doing way better under Biden than I ever did under damn Trump. And she said it only makes sense for her financially to be a conservative. We absolutely agree. We know why you're a conservative. You're the only black person in the room. You're a pick-me. You're a hot commodity when it comes to conservatism because you are a token. It is very rare and a few to find a black person who's willing to coon the way you do. And you're lying. Trump wasn't good for businesses. Did you forget that he led to the demise of the bank in Silicon Valley? Not only that, most of his deregulations didn't even hold up in damn court. The reason why you showed up on The Breakfast Club is because they don't fucking fact check. When are you going to accept that invite to Roland Martin when he done invited you several motherfucking times because you're scared? I just find it funny that she's so quick to run by people who will politically dog walk her motherfucking ass with facts. She never brings a source or receipt, no motherfucking sided pages, no figures, no numbers, nothing. Just running her motherfucking mouth. Don't fall for the foolishness. Candace Owens is only trying to entice you with conservative ideas because she's trying to prey on that little inkling of prejudice that's in you by going on the Breakfast Club, the most anti-trans, the anti-black, the most perpetuating of stereotypes that I've ever seen for our whole community. Didn't they just come for Risa Tisa for no motherfucking reason, calling her a big back while constantly talking about how black women are so damn desperate? It's like y'all asses so quick to forget and forgive because they look like you. All skin folk ain't kin folk.
If you're somebody who's mad that the Breakfast Club and Joe Budden and wherever the fuck else Candace Owens was doing press tours before she let the world know that she's finally free, you might want to ask yourself, why is it that popular podcasters are bringing in popular people who are known for talking about things to create conversation?
And
but if they
for
push back
engagement.
on what she's saying or not, it's going to spark conversation. There are some people who really have to come to grips with themselves and understand that they agree with Candace Owens on some things, not everything. They can criticize Candace Owens, they can hate Candace Owens, they can see something she says and begrudgingly say, damn it, that bitch got a fucking point about this one thing. That don't mean they getting on their knees and sucking her clitoris. That just means that they agree about one thing. That's the whole purpose of opening your ears and listening. And I hate the fact that motherfuckers with this skin color have to sit here and pretend like everybody has to agree with one another if they have the same skin color. I'm sorry. I don't look at celebrities as my fucking leaders. I don't look at motherfuckers who grift one way or the other and think, oh my God, you're such an intellectual. I'm thinking, what do you have to say? And if it's something profound, I'll listen. If it's something dumb, I'll listen and laugh at your stupid ass. It's just that easy. And if you're somebody who's going to sit there and say, well, that doesn't mean that they should be on these podcasts anyway because they're spewing a bunch of hateful rhetoric. Why don't you invite them on for a conversation or debate that you think is going to change the fucking world? But let's be honest, it's fucking not. You're just going to sit in a chair and that other motherfucker's going to sit in the chair and you're either going to be on StreamYard, Restream, or fucking Discord spouting your fucking beliefs while somebody gets a super chat and somebody else gets a fucking donation. Nothing's gonna change. And you have conversation with them about the shit you disagree with. Don't do this pointless ass mudslinging where you just call motherfuckers coons and baboons and liberals and all this different shit. Have the conversation.
You have the most volatile anti-black voice in America. The first time we get an opportunity for someone black to interview her on a major black platform, what did we get? We get Charlamagne the God saying, hey, we want to have conversations, not confrontations. What we just saw was Charlamagne the God and the Breakfast Club want to emulate the formula that Shannon Sharpe employs, which is just talk, say whatever you want. I'm not going to push back. I got no comeback for anything you say. It's your world. We want people to just come up here and speak their mind. We get the viewership, we make the money. We have no obligation to our viewers, no obligation to the narrative. You could be toxic, Candace Owens, and you can say whatever. And it's all right with us. No, it's not all right. Well, it's okay with you, Charlamagne. It's okay with you, GJ Envy. And it's okay with you, Just Hilarious. But it's not okay with us.
Hold on, everybody. My anti-blackness is powering up, and I got a hot take for you. If it's not okay with you, you have a couple options. You could, number one, close your ears and eyes and go pay attention to something else. Number two, you could absolutely pick up your balls and DM Candace Owens, send an email to the agent or herself, and ask her to come onto your show where you can scream into the microphone about how wrong she is. Or you can shut the fuck up altogether because bitching about this does nothing but bring more traction to the interview itself. You won't change people's minds by thinking that you're going to do all this passive aggressive talking and bitching, but you'll be able to understand why a person thinks like this. And you may come to the conclusion that they are grifting and that they are lying, because if you trap motherfuckers in basic conversation that's not a shouting match, you often expose how brain dead they are and how easy it is to debunk a lot of the shit they just post on Twitter, because once you use your full brain, you realize a lot of these motherfuckers are just talking out the side of their neck. But motherfuckers can't do that because they're so focused on their fifis and how they want to feel, because how dare Candace Owens spew all this shit that I don't agree with about my people? How dare she have a platform to do that? You can't do nothing about it. You can't stop nobody from inviting her on. You can't stop her from going there. You're not going to run in there and take the microphone from her. Because guess what? If security's there, your ass is getting fucking thrown out because you're the ignorant fuck who wanted more attention than the person who got invited on. Here's the thing. To wrap this all up in a neat little bow, conversation is probably one of the most beautiful things you could get out of another human being. Sex is also an option, but let's keep it civil for all the young children around. And if you are not able to have conversation, not debate, conversation with people you disagree with, I don't want to hear what the fuck you got to say when they are in positions that you want to be in. Because guess what? Whether if motherfuckers grifting or if they speaking from the heart, they're able to hold conversation and not run to Twitter and TikTok bitching about opportunities that they know they wish they should have. And if you can't handle that, and if you've basically said that I was cooning for Candace Owens, you seemingly don't understand. While I agree with that bitch on some shit, I don't really fucking like her, nor would I look for her clitoris. It's not an option for me. But let me know, are you somebody who's just gonna get mad when you see people say things you don't like, getting opportunities to speak on platforms? Or are you willing to have a fucking conversation without using a fucking buzzword? Let me know. Subscribe to the channel. I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.